Welcome back to 6 News at 6, and what a really nice evening it has turned into. Anytime we get to talk about rain in August, that is really nice, and of course what it does to our temperatures, what I'm going to show you here in just a second, even better. So a bulk of the rain, the largest swath of rain we're seeing right now falling across McLennan County now from Waco up close to Elmont down towards Lorena. McGregor there seeing a little bit of rain. China Spring also in on the action with a few showers falling there as well. So with this, it's not a whole lot more than just rain at this point. You might get a gusty wind gust here from time to time, but other than that, it is mainly a rain event. And as we put it in motion, you can see everything is moving from west to east, so it's going to move along Highway 84 across 317 there and continue moving on into parts of Coryell County there. The other area, of course, that's been seeing a little bit of rain is down here in Bell County as well. Now everything has shifted to the west of Temple, right along 317 there up towards Jubilee Springs, Morgan's Point, and now moving along 14 there towards Nolanville and then on towards Harker Heights and Killeen. Again, everything moving west to east at this hour, which I know is a little bit unusual, but remember, we got that ridge of high pressure and it's got that clockwise spin in the atmosphere that's pushing everything from east to west. You can see moving right along Highway 14 there. Now, other than the rain, other than the occasional wind gust, the other thing that we got to talk about is the lightning with this storm. It has calmed down significantly here in the last 15 to 20 minutes. Earlier, you couldn't even see the showers on the radar image because of how thick the lightning strikes were. I mean, it was 3 or 4 or 5 per second earlier, but now that has calmed down. But there is still a lot of lightning, so don't go outside. That's my best advice during a lightning storm, is to stay indoors. Again, we always say if thunder roars, head indoors. We say that because you can get struck by lightning even if you can't see a storm. These things can travel 4 miles, my friends. So here's what we expect over the next few hours here. Everything will kind of continue to shift across here through about the 7:30 hour, calming down there. And then as we head towards 8, 9, 10 o'clock, everything will kind of fall apart. And we have a pretty calm evening ahead of us. Pretty calm weekend too, although it is going to be on the warm side. Not as hot as it was earlier today, though. We did hit 102 today. It's another day in a row of hitting those hundreds. And again, the problems are in the mornings here. When you see 82 as your starting temperature for the day, that means, yeah, there's a lot of humidity in the air. Now, I mentioned this right off the top. Rain moves through, does great things for our temperatures. Take a look here. If you've seen rain, we're talking 70s, 80s, lower 90s. If you have not seen the rain, we're still in the hundreds out towards Killeen, Lampasas, Gatesville. But I can tell you this, Gatesville, Killeen, it's on the way. Hopefully it gets there and can cool you off a few degrees here as we head through the next hour or so. In terms of the heat index value, remember these were up around 110 earlier today. Yeah, a little rainstorm comes through in the summer. It can drop you 30 degrees pretty quickly, and that is great news. Though the bad news is, again, if you have not seen the rain yet, 112 is currently what it feels like in Killeen. Still feels like 110 in Gatesville. Still feels like 111 out in Comanche. Of course, that is why we do still have an excessive heat warning and a heat advisory in place. You can pretty much 86 this for anywhere east of I-35, west of I-35, though again, do have to continue to watch out for the heat for the next few hours. The really good news is I don't have a heat alert in the forecast for tomorrow. The National Weather Service has not issued one as of yet, and the last day we saw that happen was on August 11th, so great news there. The reason why is, of course, we are going to be in the mid to upper 90s tomorrow. We're not going to see those hundreds again on the board. Your heat index values will be much, much more reasonable, below 105 in most places across the area there. And then as we head through your 7-day forecast, it kind of stays like that, mid upper 90s in the forecast through the weekend into the beginning of next week, and a little bit of a pattern shift coming our way. We could see more instances like we saw this afternoon as we see rain chances on the forecast a few days next week. Remember, you can get a forecast at 5, 6, and 10 on the TV, but you can get it on your apps, on your 6 Plus app by downloading it Roku, Apple TV, and Fire Stick. Of course, you can get the 6 Plus app on all those platforms.